Welcome to Mind of Advent, everybody. What's going on? Thanks for joining me today. Today we are going to talk about Article 11. I'm not going to talk about Article 13 yet. Haven't got that far into it. But Article 11, for our UK people, does that not suck? Like, what? You have to get a license to look at pornography. Strange, huh? Is this the beginning of complete internet censorship? And how are they going to choose where the censorship is and not end up censoring the entirety of the internet? It doesn't make sense. And it's odd. You know, like, talk about taking away personal freedoms, basic freedoms, the freedom to touch yourself if you see fit. Well, I guess you could still use your imagination. You know, close your eyes, think of some boobies, you know, churn some butter. But it doesn't make any sense, does it? How they can, generally in moral society, porn is frowned upon anyway. In the moral society, whatever, if you look at it from that aspect. There's a lot of people who are against porn. It does have a tendency of wearing down the women of porn a lot more than the guys do, because, you know, once a girl kicks out so many movies, she's old hat, she's old news. Get rid of her. Bring in the new flock of 18-year-olds that are fresh out of high school that want to do this kind of stuff. That's gonna hurt the industry, right? An entire country is now taxing porn. You have to go get a license to look at porn. That is just, it cracks me up. And I know it shouldn't. It's not something to be, like, happy about, but it's funny. It's funny to me just in the aspect of, like, how stuff like that can actually get passed through. And if you're the Swiss, you might have something, some backlash. Because apparently the Swiss meant to push one button on their voting machine, and they all just so happened to push the wrong button. I don't believe that for a second. I do not believe that for a second. But if they come back and do the rebuttal and be like, oh, well, we pushed the wrong button, of course, it makes them look like idiots. These are delegates that should not be allowed to sit in that chamber if they can't push the correct button. Right? Maybe it was in a different language. Maybe they don't read whatever language it was in. Whatever. I'll give you the benefit of a doubt. But for me, personally, I don't believe that for a second. I do not believe that the Swiss screwed up. Like, all of them, they all pushed the wrong button. I don't believe that for a second. Apparently, Article 11 and Article 13 passed through with a majority of 5 votes. So 5 people at least pushed the wrong button. I don't believe that. Now, I believe they could have been coerced and swayed to vote the way that others wanted them to. Because that's the way politics work, right? Oh, hey, grease my palm. Now I'm going to vote however you want me to. That's politics. That's the way it rolls. It's not just in America. Politics are crooked everywhere. You follow the flow of the money. I bet if you would dive into that, you could probably find somewhere somebody taking a couple of bucks, some shekels, if you will, for their vote. And then they turn around and say, oh, well, we all pushed the wrong button. I don't believe that for a second. But I do believe that if they voted that way, then they turn around and say we pushed the wrong button. They're trying to save face. They're trying to make it out to where nobody can be mad at them, right? Like, oh, well, it's okay. You guys just pushed the wrong button. That's not how it works. You are a delegate that goes and sits in these chambers and makes these laws, makes these things happen. You know which button is the correct one to press. I don't believe that they screwed up. I believe that it was intentional and that they're trying to save face by saying that it was a mistake. But Article 11, I don't get it, guys. I don't. Maybe you can understand. I know you UK guys, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be using a lot of VPNs, right? You're gonna have to find some good ones too. Some ones that don't route back. Because if they route you back and they find out you're in the UK on the hubs or RedTube or whatever your preferred site, maybe it's a cam site that you like, you better have that license. That's insanity. I heard they were going to try to do this, but for it to actually pass is dumbfounding. Like, how? How do you how? Like, next they're going to make you get a license to have sex, right? You're going to have to get a license and be like, oh, well, if you want to procreate, you want to have children, or if you just want to do it for recreational purposes and have some fun, and spread your seed, guess what? You're going to get taxed before too long too. But is this the beginning of them taxing all personal freedoms, right? They already tax alcohol and tobacco, and if you're in areas where weed is legal for recreational purposes, they tax that. So they already have that. They call it a sin tax, where if you're going to do these things that could possibly end up hurting you in the long run, I mean, alcoholism, you destroy your liver, smoking destroys your lungs. I can't really be too judgy on that one. But is this the beginning of taxing personal freedoms, or completely trying to do away with the unclean side of the internet? And that's not going to go over too well in the world. Now, you might be able to do it in one country. You might be able to silence people. They've done it in other countries. They've completely, like, silent. I mean, look at North Korea. They have their own internet that is not accessible from outside. It might be if you have the right routers. I don't know how any of that crap works. You can probably do it through the dark web, but still. Is this the beginning of the end for the internet? Think about that. And UK guys, I'm sorry that it's come to this for you, because it really is stupid. It really is stupid, and it really is childish to, oh, well, I don't like what you're doing over there, even though it's your own personal business. Now, you got to get this license. You got to get this license, and you got to kick back some tax to old Queen, whatever her name is. Elizabeth, I think? I don't know. I'm not in the UK. I don't pay attention to your politics. I know you have a queen, and guess what? I guarantee all of these taxes are going to slowly trickle their way to royalty. It's a sad day for the internets. Sad day for the internets. Well, peace out, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you're in the UK, guys, VPN it up. Make sure you can keep doing what you're doing, but at the same time, Mind of Advent does not advocate breaking the law. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful day.